Selalu lah, because your group is like on Wednesday. So kesian korang selalu terlepas sikit-sikit kan. The thing is, for this week, if you notice kan, this week, because I was like too busy. Kalau nanti I share my screen, you tengok. Oh ni, banyak sangat benda nak buat. Okay. So sorry, I really am busy last week, this week, and the following week until the end of the semester. So, this day, no, usually for this week kan, before the beginning of this week, beginning of the new week, I usually would post on, I will post what we're going to learn, you know, and also the materials on Sunday kan. Sempat dengan juara lagu lagi nak tengoknya kan. So no, seriously, I do not watch that because I have other things to do. It's a true story. Okay, so therefore sampai sekarang until now I haven't updated the Google Classroom. Usually I update the Google Classroom on Sunday before the following week kan. But then tak apa, please give me some time. I still even so I could not update anything yet, okay, for Google Classroom. Okay, I will do so as soon as possible. It's with me. It's not with me, it's outside. Go take it. It's not with me. I only got Abuza's phone. It's outside. Go take it. All right. So, moving on. This week, what we're going to do is, we're going to start off with okay, for this week, what we're going to do is consultation. That would be for the second session, yeah? Consultation of evaluative commentary draft. Ingat tak evaluative commentary draft that you have submitted to me somewhere in February? Okay, I have marked yours already and I will share with you. Now, here comes the problem. The thing is, I downloaded your assignment from your Google Classroom and then I save it to my drive. And then I open it through my tab and mark your assignments using PDF reader through my tab. Ni yang problem here. The thing is, I don't know how to upload that, the ones that I have marked to my Google Drive or any other platforms even. I cannot do that. So, macam still figure out a way of how can I share. Boleh, macam nak, I wanted to open through WhatsApp and send it to you pun tak boleh. So I don't know, there's no feature for that. Probably because yang PDF reader, the ones that I think to, it's actually a free one. And so maybe they don't have the features of sharing that. I'm not sure, okay? So what we did was, we means the other groups before you. Yeah? So for engineering groups and for my other science group, what I did for them would be, I will share my tab, meaning I will open my WhatsApp, I open my, we have our meeting through my tab. Okay, from there I will share. So macam agak primitive lah, a little bit. Primitive in the sense that you have to snapshot, big gambar, instead of me sending you the document, which is a lot easier and more effective. But this time around, you need to snapshot your assignments. Therefore, I'm making it consultation, ECD consultation, evaluative commentary draft consultation for this week. Okay. For the other groups, first session tu dah done lah. So I cannot cover. Memang when we are doing, of course, you have a lot of questions questions to ask, and then I am commenting on your assignment to group by group. So it's taking quite some time. It's time consuming to finish all of them. So what I did was in the first session, I will do my lecture followed by the consultation. Only groups that involve for that consultation will stay. Okay, and then the rest of them, diorang kena ni lah, do it in the next session. Okay, so that's the thing. So for your group, this is what we're going to do. The same thing as them. The second session, yang ni kita tak start today lah. I'm not going to start today. I change a little bit because today I am going to do 2 lectures. I mean the lecture for our class today, the first session and also the second session tu I combine terus. Okay, I combine the first and the second section punya lecture. I combined it. We are going to do the lecture today. Okay. Who can't get in? Dia pun I can if I may share this, let me just share the screen. Tak ada orang yang I can admit. Tak ada. I have admitted everyone here. Okay? Okay, right. So moving on. Tadi. Dia pun macam mana nak admit ni? Anissa, Aqua and Nadia. They're not here. How to admit them? Okay, mungkin maybe they need to get in again. Itu macam mana? Yeah, that goes with ODL, right? Okay, so apa tadi? Ni cakap pasal apa? Where were we? Where did I start? I forgot. Okay, so seriously, I tak ingat apa yang cakap tadi. Okay, so first session ni we cover ni lah the lesson dulu. Okay, so second session tu we are going to do the consultation. Okay, tu je lah. Right, so for consultation, it's up to you. Sebenarnya I already asked other groups yang dah buat consultation tu. I asked them, I asked them already. I asked them if they could join group by group. I mean taking turns. Tapi bila I bagi the Google Meet punya link, everyone join in at the same time. So if you don't mind like that, I'm fine with it. Meaning everyone would witness your whatever that I commented on your assignment. If you don't mind, well anyway, this is the process of learning kan. So orang akan tahulah your marks and also what I comment on that group and whatnot. Okay, so yeah, it depends on you. If you are okay with that, and you can do so. Yeah, I mean everyone would come in and join in the consultation session. Yeah, if you want it to be personal, only private with you and your group members, then you need your class, your class rep will have to come out with appropriate turn takings for all of you. Okay, if that's the case. Nanti masuk tu janganlah serentak. You don't go in all in bulk. Yeah, so masuk ikut. You can do that as well if you want to. Yeah, I don't mind at all. Okay, so let's move on. We are going to do this. Okay. We're starting, ini sekejap okay, and another thing is yang ni lecture for week 10, yang ni adalah lecture for week 11 tau. Bukan week 11, week 12. Okay, so lecture for week 12 ni ni tak, this one is actually for week 12 punya lecture. Okay, so week 12 punya lecture, I bring it down because week 11 punya lecture is going to be the same. Week 12, kenapa? Okay, week 12, week 11, the lecture is the same as week 10 punya lecture. Okay, so week 11 tu, I'm not going to do any lecturing. We are going to do consultation more. Okay? Hold on. Okay. Alright. Sorry, yeah. Okay. So we'll start off with mechanics of writing. Another thing about this mechanic of writing, this is supposed to be lecture for week 10 and week 11. Week 11 pun akan ada mechanics in writing. The same thing. I don't know why the lecturer is repeating this. Perhaps they think that the students need this. To me, when I mark your evaluative commentary, I can tell that not many of you actually need this. Okay, most of you are still okay. Yeah, in terms of your language, you don't have problems. Yeah, and maybe in terms of structure here and there. Okay, so let's take a look at this mechanics in writing. Okay, so mechanics in writing, we're going to take a look at how to produce a coherent and cohesive academic writing. Now, when we talk about coherent and cohesive, meaning in terms of your in terms of your content, okay? So in terms of your content, make sure that the flow of the content is appropriate. Some students, let's say, I'll give you a general example whereby students, they put a topic sentence. The topic sentence talks about the importance of waking up early in the morning in terms of health, for example. You wanted to talk about why is it important for people to wake up early in the morning, okay? And you talk about it in terms of health in the first paragraph. But in the first paragraph also, you did mention about, let's say you sort of mention about um, in addition, waking up early in the morning also can improve your social lives. Example. Okay, so that one is wrong. It's not coherent. Social is different from your health issues. Okay, health is health. Social is social. Social. The benefits of waking up early in the morning in terms of social can be further explained in the body paragraph 2, not in body paragraph 1. Okay, so do not mention anything which is not related to your topic sentence in that paragraph. Okay, so that's basically that's what you need to do. Okay, so moving on. That would be the coherent and cohesiveness in academic writing. Another way for you to maintain be coherent, to have a coherent ni dia macam flow lah, the nice flow of your writing. Another way of doing so is having a good transition signal. Okay, transition signals are very important for you to have a nice flow of your AC. Okay, now moving on, we have to limit errors in academic writing. Okay, so when you do editing and revising, you are trying to limit the error, any error, grammatical error, sentence structure error, the clarity in terms of the meaning. Yeah, all these are errors in academic writing which you must avoid. Yeah, try to avoid, and if possible, if possible, to have an error-free writing. Okay, right. Now, to make the writing precise and grammatically correct, of course, yeah. So factors in mechanics of writing, we are going to take a look at the grammar and usage. Now, this one I'm just going to be like a touch and go kind of thing, okay? Because grammar and usage, I do the things in this slide is very basic. Kan nanti some people could be offended. Madam, this is macam sekolah rendah punya. Yes, I am teaching my kids now this grammar usage, yeah. So never mind, dah ada pun dalam slide ni. So let me just share a little bit on that, yeah. So, I know, don't feel offended. Yeah, I'm not saying that this is your level. No, it's not. It's not your level, yeah. Okay, Byra, I do not have to go through this anymore, yeah. Anyways, so we have this punctuation. Okay, so punctuation, there will be like a bit here and there that I'm going to highlight. That's all. Yeah, not gonna go thoroughly in that. And also spelling and some other mechanics, yeah. Okay, so in terms of grammar, there will be like 5 things that the person who prepared this, it's not me, it's the person who prepared this, mentioned that these 5 things I think could be important, yeah, especially to make sure that the students do not overlook this these grammar errors, yeah. So subject verb agreement, we're going to look at the pronouns, parallel constructions, tenses, and also diction. Okay, so let's take a look at this one, subject verb agreement. Kita panggil apa subject verb agreement ni? Actually, as subject verb agreement, it's, let's say, ingat tak yang he, she, it, then you need to use is, yeah, you, they, we need to use are. So this is what we call subject verb agreement, yeah. For singular, for you need to take the singular verb. For plural, you need to take the plural verb. Okay, and we have the be verb. Kita panggil be verb, yeah, is and are tu we call it as be verb. They are verb. Yeah, but it's called a be verb. It's a different category of verb. Aulian. Okay, right. So another thing is this one would be general, very basic. You should know this already. However, maybe a few of you may have overlooked this in your draft as well. Yeah, so let's take a look at the example here. The list of items is ke are on the desk. Okay, if you know that the list is the subject, then you will choose is. Okay.
No, I didn't say juice. I say susu.
Yeah, I'll make susu later just for a while. I got class. Okay, right. So rule number 1, for example, okay, usually students get confused when it comes to, let's say, ada perkataan of tu. So you don't know which one is the verb, which one is the subject. Right. So you get confused in terms of that, usually because of the word of. Okay, for example, a bouquet of yellow roses lent colors and fragrance to the room. Then ke lengths. Okay, which one is actually the subject? Is it a bouquet? That is the subject, or the roses is the subject. Okay, so in this case, a bouquet of yellow roses lengths. So it's not we are referring to the a bouquet. Yeah, we are referring to a bouquet, that a bouquet is considered as singular in this case. Okay, so another thing is, for example, the word of or. Kan, kalau ada or ni satu je sebenarnya. Or either or neither nor things like this. It needs to be singular. Okay, for example, here my aunt or my uncle is arriving by train today. So if let's say I change the word or tu, dia jadi and. My aunt and my uncle is ke are? Going to be are, right? Arriving by train today. Why are? Because dia ada uncle and auntie. Dia dua orang pun datang. Okay, my aunt or my uncle, so it's going to be singular satu. Okay, so sorry ya. I'm not trying to offend you. Itu macam ajar anak-anak kan. Anak-anak I je belajar benda ni. But no, yeah, I'm just okay, we better go this very quickly, or else people will feel offended. Okay, so you know this already. Okay, so there are rules, other rules as well on this. You can check it out. Okay, use a singular verb. Okay, yang ni I kena touch sikit because usually students get confused also when it comes to distances. Okay, distances, periods of times, and sums of money. People usually thinks it's plural. For example, 3 miles. 3, bukan 1 mile. It's 3 miles. It's supposed to be plural, isn't it? But then this is considered as distance of a unit. Dia satu unit. Dia kira satu unit. Okay, so it's considered as a unit. For 3 miles is too far to walk. Bukan 3 miles are too far to walk. Okay, even though it's 3 here, the plural, tapi this is a unit. Yeah, so distances, period of time, and sum of money is considered as a unit. Okay, for example here, 5 years is maximum sentence of that offense. Number 5 years, isn't that plural? Yes, it is plural. 5 years is plural. However, it's considered as a unit. Satu unit, okay? So 5 years is the maximum sentence of that offense. Another one is $10. Madam, $10 too. Yes, I know it's $10. It's supposed to be plural, isn't it? But it's actually a sum of money. $10 is only one. $10 is a high price to pay. However, jangan keliru this one is different. $10 as if in $10 bills. This $10 has now become a noun. Dia benda. Banyak benda, okay? $10 was scattered on the floor. How many $10 there? We don't know. They just mentioned $10 was scattered on the floor. It could be like, a 5, 7, 8, 10, or maybe more dollar bills on the floor. Okay. So that one is plural. Okay, if it's considered as a noun there. Okay, so next we have pronouns. Pronouns dia simple je dia punya ni. Okay, so pronouns what I can say is pronouns is kata ganti nama. Okay, so pronoun would be there are several types of pronouns. Kita ada interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun ni the words macam which. Okay, which tu pronoun juga. That, those, these. Those are what we call interrogative pronoun. Okay, ni pronoun juga, tapi that, this, these. So pronoun still, because pronoun is like a word, nama pun ganti nama. So you are representing one word to represent another word or phrases. That's what we call pronoun. Okay, so we have interrogative pronoun, we have possessive pronoun. Okay, so possessive pronoun ni ada apostrophe S. Madam Faiza's class. Okay, Madam Faiza's class, meaning it's my class, my possession is this group. Example. Okay, so there you go. Pronouns, yeah. So make sure that you use these pronouns appropriately. Right, now parallel constructions, yang ni I akan sentuh sikit. Parallel construction. Okay, now what is a parallel construction? Especially when you are writing your thesis statement. Okay, students, when you are writing a thesis statement, it might not be parallel. Okay, so parallel could be in terms of your grammar betul. The grammar is correct. Tapi when it comes to the nice flow of the sentence, tak cantik. Because tak parallel. Parallel ni seiring. Okay. So tak seiring, so tak cantik. That's the thing. So make sure that your sentences are in parallel. Okay. So for example here, especially in your thesis statement, make sure it's parallel. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. I like golfing, skating, and to play tennis. Grammatically, it's correct lah. After the word to, you must have apa? Root word, right? After the word to, you must have root word. So basically, grammatically, it's correct. However, it's not parallel. Tak cantik lah. You just like this. I like to golf, skate, and to play tennis. So Semua ada. So it's parallel. Seiring. To golf, to skate, to play. Okay. What about the first one? If you want to make it parallel, kita nak letak to. So it could be I like golfing, skating and playing tennis. Okay, that it's parallel. So it also shows the cohesiveness of your EC. Yeah. So make sure that you have these parallel sentences, not just for your thesis statement, for all of the word sentence that you have in your AC. However, pay more attention to the thesis statement because I am looking into this parallelism in your thesis statement. Okay. Now moving on. So far, okay ke? Is everything okay, people?
Okay, madam.
Okay, madam.
Nice. Thank you for responding. There you go. Tenses. Tenses senang je. Kita ada past tense, present tense, present participle. But in your essay, most of the time you are using it's either past tense or past or present tense. Okay. So senang je. These are actually usually the mistake done by students kan. How are you going to know whether it's present tense or past tense? Okay, those are the rules that you need to go through again on what are the rules. Okay, things that you do every day. For example, ada perkataan always, then it has to be present tense. Yeah, things that you are doing right now, currently still doing, then it has to have ing in that verb. Okay, so all of these things kena tengok balik lah how to do it, yeah. So some of the common mistakes done by students, yeah, usually for this one, I wanted to rollerblade but I never do. Never do ke? Never did. Kan? It's confusing. Both sounds right? So you have to do that. Wanted and did are in the past. So make sure that, remember again, parallelism. If you use past tense, it has to be past tense throughout. Yeah? Okay. So lastly, we have diction. Diction, basically, I can tell that students don't make this kind of mistakes anymore. Yeah, this is not school. So diction are actually words that it has the same sound. Yeah, same sound when you pronounce it, but they have different meaning and different spelling at the same time. Okay, so these are some of the examples. Okay, now moving on, we have punctuation. Okay, so punctuation, comma. Apa tak pandai guna comma here? I don't think so. Everyone will be able to use comma. Semicolon. Yes? Ada orang nak masuk ke?
No, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but can I know what's the difference between a normal comma and an Oxford comma?
Oxford comma?
Uh-uh.
Ni ke? Are you talking about this apostrophe, semicolon and colon?
No, because I've heard, no, it's still a comma. Cuma nama dia Oxford comma.
Oh, in terms of name je kot. Never heard about that. Oxford comma? Oxford? Like Oxford University Oxford?
Nampak kat TikTok.
Oh, dia nak claim ke? Macam just like Indonesian claiming everything kan. Indonesian, Safi Syahri tu pun dia nak claim coming from Indonesia. Apa lagi ya? Semua dia nak claim coming from Indonesia kan. I haven't read Indonesia. Macam tu juga perangai dia orang. No, I have no idea what's Oxford comma means. Okay? Comma is comma. Dia pun Oxford comma.
I
Yes.
think I've heard about it before. It's something like this, for example, right? A sentence
Can you
like
share?
this.
Wait. Hold on. Sekejap nanti
Yeah.
I nak tengok muka. Bolehlah share sikit. Apa Oxford comma ni? Nuraini.
I think I've heard it in a meme. That's the thing.
Oh.
So it's like this. For example, the sentence is, I like to eat cereal or orange juice and milk, right? Usually we don't put a comma at the end of the orange juice, the second one. So it's just cereal, milk and orange juice. Only the cereal and milk, we put a comma, right? Wait. But for Oxford comma, we put the comma at every end. So in a sense, it's like three different things. How do I say this? I don't know how to explain it, but there's a meme about it actually. I don't know if I can show it. Wait, maybe I can
Wait,
search it up.
so what you mean is Oxford comma consists of multiple commas lah.
It related to one another. The content related to one another, or the
Wait,
list
I'm,
is
I'm gonna write
connected
in
to
the
one another?
chat box. Wait,
Oxford comma is like Oxford. Memang Oxford lah. Oxford like the University Oxford punya comma Never heard about this Oxford comma. I want to know more about this.
Madam,
Where is the TikTok? You okay?
the alternative name is serial comma.
Seriously ke?
Bukan serial as in series. Serial.
Oh, okay. Ingatkan this serial. Once I'm reading this serial. Or like series punya serial. Okay. Okay.
So the second one is the Oxford comma, where we put.
So what's the difference in terms of the meaning of the sentence?
Some people say that if you wrote the first sentence, it's like the cereal, orange, and biscuit is combined into one thing. But for the second one, it's one different thing. Like you eat it at different, like you don't mush it up together in a bowl. Eat it cereal, different. How do I say? One by one.
Okay. Again, yeah. So, Noraini, you mentioned you're saying that if let's say I eat cereal, oranges and biscuit for breakfast, meaning you put the cereal, oranges and biscuit in one bowl. Is that it?
I mean, that's how the meme goes, but I don't think it's. I think both are correct. I don't think it's
in a bowl you put cereal, you put oranges and biscuit, and then you eat together all of
Yeah,
that in
that's how
one bowl.
because it's I got it from a meme actually.
Oh,
People are showing on the internet.
Meme, yeah? My goodness, what is the thing about this meme, kan? So, nanti kena check, and you need to be very careful with meme. Benda pun orang nak buat meme sekarang kan? And I know about this word meme from my daughter. Can you imagine that? How old am I? So macam, my husband lagi, apa ni, meme. Because my daughter is like texting him
Okay,
and
madam.
saying that this could be a meme. So yeah, alright. So it's
You're woke
actually
now.
what's that?
Now you're woke.
Not really. I still feel bad for not knowing meme, all of these things, yeah. And knowing, you know, when I talk to my daughter, I can see now the range that we have. You know, I don't know most of the words that she's using. I keep on asking, what is this mean? You know, that simple thing. And you know, when she's like sort of asking me, you know, we were like asking Robbie, I said, oh my goodness, this is really good. To me, it's like, it's delicious, it's good. And that's all in my vocabulary. To her, it's like, so how is it, Ibu? Is it epic or was it epic or was it what? Yeah. Or was it epic or legendary? And legendary, to me, epic and legendary does not describe something. You know, you describe a food that is delicious with epic and legendary. Goodness, I have no idea of how to respond to that, right? Epic and legendary, so there's a difference between that. See, the different words that we are using, yeah. Anyways, maybe you can share that meme through WhatsApp. Boleh ke? Nanti you share the link of the meme through WhatsApp. It's going to be
I already
really.
sent it in the group.
You did? Yay! In our group? Yeah, lah juga.
Yeah,
In
the
other
ELC
group.
one.
Yeah, ELC. Noraini, which group?
S33.
33, then perhaps class rep boleh share with S34. Okay? Oh, share dengan ni lah. Kan? Ami S34 kan? Yes. Okay. Then you can do another meme on that. Ami. Okay. Right. So, being left out kan? Kesian. Okay. Moving on. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Nanti kita tengok sama-sama. We're going to watch together that meme. Okay. Right. Nice. So, comma, there you go. There are two types of comma now. Yeah. The normal comma and also the Oxford comma. We shall look at the meme in a while. Okay, so the semicolon here. Okay, now the semicolon, usually students get confused also on how to use this. So semicolon is like two simple sentences, you're combining it and making it as one compound sentence. Yeah, so compound sentence are combination of two sentences, simple sentences. Now, two simple sentences, nama sentences, not phrases, yeah? Combining two simple sentences, these sentences, if you separate them in a compound sentence, if you separate them, they can stand on their own. Okay, for example, I really hate to be late for an appointment. I'm usually early. So if you separate them, they still can stand on their own. Yeah. However, why do you put the semicolon? To show the interrelate between these two sentences. Okay, so you can use, sometimes you do not want to use transition. Perhaps transition is not good enough, or maybe transition is not appropriate for this sentence. Kan? Usually kita pakai transition or we use connectors, right? You do not want to use connectors or transitions, but these two sentences are actually interrelated. Therefore, you can use a semicolon. Okay, if you use a semicolon, usually you can find it in the journals. In the journals, you can find this semicolon, usually in the title. Kan, in the title of the journal, kan panjang the title tu. Actually, there are two findings that the authors want to combine. Yeah, there are the two findings. So in this, we know that in the journal, the authors are researching on these two findings. There are two results that we are looking into. Okay. All right. I thought I lost my glasses. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Kan? Boleh tak? Nampak tak I coloured macam mana? I thought I put it here, tapi macam tak jumpa. Rupanya in front of me. Ta-da! Kening kepala I tengok ni without my glasses. Okay, right. So, we move on. Column, this one, it's usually in the form of, let's say you want to have a list of something. In a form of list, instead of you doing it in a bullet form, you need to, if you want to do this in a sentence form, then you use column. Yeah, the column, for example, here, you will need these items for the camping trip. Then you use column, a sleeping bag, eating utensils, and clothes for 3 days. If let's say you do not use the column, what should you put there? Any suitable transition there? What would be the suitable transition to put there in the column? To remove the column?
A comma?
Comma might not be suitable for this. You will need these items for the camping trip. Boleh lah, comma pun boleh juga. Or transition signal. Punctuation, transition signal. Such as, for example, itulah transition signal dia. Okay, so you have the transition signals or the apa kita panggil lah, connectors. Okay, so you can use this. Okay, next one, apostrophe. Okay, now apostrophe ni, I think students know how to use this, except for, let's say you want to do quotation. for the word quotation in my brain. Quotation. If you want to do quotation, you cannot use apostrophe. It needs to be quotation mark. Dua. Okay. Kalau you buat satu-satu, it's wrong. That is called apostrophe. It doesn't quote anything. Okay. You need to use quotation marks if you want to quote somebody. Quotation marks ada dua. Okay. Right. There you go. Moving on. So factors. Okay, more. We have done with punctuation. Now moving on to spelling. Okay, so spelling, nothing much. Spelling, of course, you need to make sure that the spelling is correct. That's all. I don't think that students would do any spelling errors in your essay because it has been rectified by the computer. Okay, so yeah. The computer has rectified if you have done any spelling mistakes, yeah, they will have mentioned it already or rectify that for you. Okay, so or I'll correct that for you. Okay, so mechanics, more mechanics, you have like capital letters. No more of these, I hope, yeah. For this level, no more problems in terms of which one to capitalize or not, yeah. Dash, hyphen, quotation marks, yeah. So yep, basically that's it. Okay, kita ada satu lagi, one more. Aini dah share belum with Ami? Have you shared that with Ami? Huh? You don't have Ami's number?
No, I mean already like some one of my friend already like forwarded to a group.
Alright.
SMPs combined together.
Baru nak cakap, Ami, this is the time for you to give your number to Aini.
Stop.
Alah, malu pula.
No, because like this same thing happened with apa ni? Last semester's punya ALC class. I've been shit with too many people last semester, so I don't want the same
What's
thing.
wrong with that? You're supposed to take that as a compliment.
Like macam Alif tahu sem lepas.
Ya ke? Banyak mana tu Alif? Boy sangat ni Ami ni. Oh, mentang-mentang anak seorang.
No.
Hey, it's okay. It's a compliment. Ami. Kan? Aini, boleh je. Ami malu-malu tu sebenarnya. Okay, right. So, we move on. Okay, we move on. Kan lain pula jadinya kan. This is like your, by the end of the semester, we're almost towards the end of this semester already tau. And it's just a little bit of this. Alah, korang ni selalu, I macam suka mengarut tau. But this is the thing. My belief is, okay, I smell something lah. Okay, my belief would be, you better find couples or, you know, someone to be in a relationship while you are studying. Me, that's my belief, because no, after this, if you go out, there would not be much choice, right? Betul tak?
Betul.
Seriously, let me just stop. Give me 2 minutes, I tipu sebenarnya, I want to take about 20 minutes on this. Seriously, just 2 minutes. No, if you, let's say you do not have, no, you're not in a relationship while you are studying. If you go out, you won't have much choice, because after you go out, you know, after your degree, yeah, and of course you want to go find work, yeah, and then, you know, when you go find your work, people they're already in a relationship. Most of them are, you know, they are stable already, probably married already, or probably got engaged to someone. So, you ni cari kat mana? Right. So this is like the time for you to find people, you know, browsing people. It's just like having a catalog lah in this case, like a catalog. Who use catalog? People still use catalog, right, to find things. So yeah, it's just like that, you know. This is the time for me, to me, that I think that all of you should find someone in your life. Of course, provided you need to know what your parents say about this. Some parents, just won't allow you to be in a relationship while you are studying. I certainly respect that. My parents are like that too, you know. But of course, being teenagers, we are a bit rebellious. Kan? We are all rebellious. Don't tell me that you're a good kid. You know, we always obey to your parents. Yeah, that's kind of okay. Debate tak sebut. That's kind of not true. Okay, but to me, I think it's actually fine for you to find no someone, a partner, while you are studying. Okay, I don't have any tips. Okay, because I don't have any tips. Okay, maybe you can ask Ami for that. Ami sekali lagi, sorry terkena. Okay, maybe you can ask Ami for any tips. Alright? Oh. Apa Noraini? Noraini pun nampak macam people will admire her. Kan? So, you can ask Noraini for any tips or any memes. Any memes you can just find from TikTok. Okay? Then you should get one, Ami. Ke mak tak kasi? Kan? Kena takut mak tak kasi kan? Alah, mak tak kasi, mak tak tahu pun. Yeah. Is your mother around?
Madam,
Yes, your mother is
I want
around.
to share my thought regarding this issue.
Oh, okay. Right,
To be honest, I feel like I really agree with what you said earlier because like you really need to find someone at this age because like you focus so much on your academics and then like let's say I give a situation. Okay, your parents kongkong gila-gila and never let you do anything and have a relationship, never let you macam befriend an opposite gender. Lepas tu tiba-tiba when you are finished with your studying punya time period, they're like, when are you gonna get married? And I'm like, when I imagine
exactly.
that, I'm like, do you want me to pull someone out of thin air? That's just impossible. So yeah.
I know. We can't just go to the person, hey, do you want to go to my house and get to know my family just like that? No way, right? You
Like,
have to get to know the person first.
You restricted me from getting into a relationship for like almost until I'm 30, and then you want me to just once I turn 30, you want me to pull something out?
Exactly. See, Ami is with me on this. So I bet that every one of you, you know, you have like a really strict parents who, you know, who have the same thoughts. Yeah, some parents, I know, I do respect that. Yeah, and I know that the parents wanted you to excel first or to finish or complete your studies or not being, you know, they don't want you to be diverted. I mean, your mind's being diverted into something else that unnecessary to them. Yeah, so I do respect that. Yeah, however, my belief would be it could be, you know, why don't you change that perspective? Yeah, change it instead of having, you know, putting you in a relationship with someone, instead of having that as a distraction to you towards your studies. Why not change that perspective into becoming a motivation point to you instead? And so you take that as a motivation. You know, you want to finish study because you really love in this person, and this person is also a good student, or maybe you know, this person is from engineering, so he would be an engineer after this, and you're in, you know, you're in a science subject, you want to be someone as well, so there you go. So it becomes a motivation for you to work hard. And for me, it's motivation for me as well. Of course, I'm in a relationship with my husband. You know, when we were still doing our degree, okay. So with my husband, yeah, which before this, yeah, he was my boyfriend for a lot of years, yeah. And I can tell that, you know, my parents actually, my mom, especially my mom, my dad, seems that he doesn't really care about this, but my mom is really the kind of person who restrict me from having a relationship. Yeah, but I am able to overcome that by, you know, the first semester I did not get anugerah dekan, but because I want to be in a relationship with my boyfriend, husband now, I strive really hard to get anugerah dekan. So I got anugerah dekan. My mom cannot say anything. Even though I have a boyfriend, my boyfriend, that sort of give me a motivation to get anugerah dekan. So you can do the same thing. I nak senyapkan my mom from, complaining about me and my studies. I just get that anugerah dekan. And after that, I'm telling you, he did not say anything. Once I got my anugerah dekan, he's just allow me be with my boyfriend. He's my husband now. Kan? Right. Okay. Scary, Atika. What? Ooh, if you want the tips, that will be the tips that I can give you, Atika. So study really hard. Make sure that you get good results. From that results, you show your mom. Show her that having a relationship, being in a relationship while you are studying, that gives you that would be as a motivation to you and not a distraction instead. Right? There you go. Kok tak 2 minit I? Dah terlebih. Kan? Sorry ya. Tak boleh. The moment I talk about this, I'm going to be really distracted. Okay, right. So, how can we talk about this relationship mana kita masuk? We're talking about writing mechanics tadi. Kan? Mana kita cakap pasal benda ni? Okay, right. So, there you go. Revising, refining and editing draft for evaluative commentary. Okay. Now, sepatutnya kan, right, what I should do is I should give you the consultation dulu. Tahu? Tapi macam tak sempat nak buat consultation tu. Sebenarnya the reason is consultation tu, my tab dah habis bateri. Okay, tadi pun tak sempat few more students because my tablet tu dah habis bateri. Okay, I am doing the consultation using my tablet. It's the only way that I can share the ones that I have marked. Then you need to snapshot from there. Okay, so sebab tu tak sempat. Therefore, I buat yang ni dulu. Okay, so sorry ya. So next week memang totally consultation only. Okay, totally consultation. We are going to start with, kita punya next class is on Friday kan? So pukul 8, 8 until 8:50. 8 until 8:50. I'm going to do consultation for S33 dulu. Okay, and 8:50 up to 9:50 consultation for group S34. Okay, so next week too, only those who are involved will be around for this consultation punya part. Okay, right, now moving on, revising, refining and editing drafts of evaluative commentary. Okay, so when revising and refining, there are 3 key features to address. The first one is task fulfillment, language and organization. Actually kan, I cannot tell you this. These are the things that it's in the rubrics. Okay, dalam rubrics kita tu, when I'm marking your paper, inilah dia task, the things that I look into. Dalam rubrics tu dah ada dah. Task fulfillment, kena what do you need to have? Language, what do you need to have? Organization, what do you need to have? So pay attention to these slides because how I mark your paper will be based on this. Okay, kita ada task fulfillment, language and organization. I cannot share with you the rubrics ya, salah. Lecturer cannot share with you the rubrics, but ada dah ni. Dia macam bayang-bayang lah macam tu. Okay, right. Task fulfillment. In terms of your task fulfillment, I look into the overview of your article. Don't fight. Someone could get hurt. Go. Yes, mama. Right. Now, overview of the article, I look into that. You need to have author's tone. You need to have main points, supporting details, strong evidence, your personal view or opinion in body paragraph 3 only. Okay, your Astaghfirullahalazim. Sorry dengar tak? Diorang tengah bergaduh di situ. Okay. Your personal view or opinion must be in paragraph, body paragraph 3 only. Okay, now justification of personal view or opinion, that should be in your body paragraph 3. Restatement of your own opinion, all these must be hey. Astagfirullahaladzim. Kejap Hi. Okay, right. Task fulfillment, content. Overview of the article. Can you give me time? I will scare you. Alah, give me. I'm almost done here. Okay? Don't do that. That's my sandwich. Okay, right. Overview of the article. Okay, overview of the article. These are the things that we are looking into. Yeah, it needs to be clear statement. Okay, and it needs to be. Don't make it too long. Okay, it should just be short and clear. That's all. Author stone, clearly identify author stone. Yeah, students, I tak tahu kenapa. I mentioned this a lot of times. You need to mention the author stone in this article is what. You need to mention that. Okay. So mention the author stone in this article. Why is it important? It's important for you to determine the author stone so that we know that you understand what the author is writing. Okay, about that issue. Yeah, so it's important for you to identify the author stone. Okay, next is thesis statement. Dia macam ni lah, kalau macam author stone ni, let's say you are talking to your mother, kan, your mother's tone means what she really means, kan, macam tu lah. So you need to be able to understand the tone of your mom. Okay, kadang let's say your mother is saying something else but the expression is different, right? Itu apa? Sarcasm nama dia. Okay, mothers always do that. Right, now thesis statement, your argument regarding the issue, you must have that. Okay, now thesis statement can be divided into two. You can have a general thesis statement or you can have a specific thesis statement. We have done this already last week. Okay, so make sure that you have obliged to all of these criteria. Okay, next one is main points, the key ideas presented in the author to explain the issue of the article. Okay, supporting details, the different details given to support each of the main points. Now, supporting details for paragraph 1 and paragraph 2, for body paragraph 1 and 2, your supporting details must come from the articles. Tau, must come from the article, not your opinion. Must come from other articles. That's why in your body paragraph 2, you must have citation. Kena ada citation lah. If you don't have a citation, it could be a plagiarism. So you are committing plagiarism if you do not put citation. Okay, ada juga students tak put, you do not put your citation in your body paragraph. Marks will be highly deducted. Okay, right. Next one is strong evidence. Of course, we're looking into your evidence, yeah. Example, statistics, expert testimonies, and facts. Alright. For all of these, your strong evidence must come from researches done by other people. They have written it down in a journal. You take the information from there, paraphrase the sentence, and put it in your essay. Voila, done. Okay, so another thing about task fulfillment, we're looking into your personal view. Yang ni tadi untuk body paragraph for introduction ya, yang overview author stone ni, and thesis statement ni introduction. Main points, supporting details and strong evidence for body paragraph 1 and 2. This one in body paragraph 3, what do you need to have? Your personal view or opinion. Okay, first you need to agree or disagree to what is the opinion of your author of the main idea just now, taken from the main article. Okay, so take that, whether you agree or disagree, you need to mention it. Okay, so justification of your overview of your view and your opinion must be in body paragraph 3. Kena ada. Restatement of personal view or opinion must have that, and also final comments. Okay, in terms of language, yeah, of course, it has to be appropriate and accurate, and the meaning is conveyed clearly and accurately. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, students, I don't know about you, I can divide this. Either dengan sesuka hati, I categorize my students like this. Yeah? Students, ada 3 category. One, dia macam ni tau, dia copy paste from the original text, yeah, and then they right click, just change some words only and claim that as paraphrase. I paraphrase already, madam. Belum lagi. That is not complete. It's limit paraphrasing that you're doing. Ni students yang dia macam malas sikit lah. Dia bukan malas sikit, dia malas banyak tapi claim it yang dah buat dah something. Ni student A. Student A will be copy paste from the original source, lepas tu dia tukar format and whatnot, change, right click on certain words and changing here and there. So ni terperanjat tak? Sorry dia kuat kan? Just like mine. Abuza. Okay, right. So that will be student A. Student B pula, yang ni rajin punya student. However, in terms of language, kurang sikit. Okay. Student B would be reading the whole thing, yeah, understanding the sentence and write it down using his or her own words. Okay, so when you write down using your own words, it becomes a problem when I try to understand what you are trying to say here. Because the meaning does not convey appropriately due to the language or due to the sentence structure or some grammatical errors. Ada students yang ada grammatical errors but the message is conveyed clearly. But some students, because of the sentence structure tu pun berterabur, but it's totally paraphrased. Paraphrasing is good. It's just that the sentence structure tu berterabur and therefore the meaning is rather vague. Yeah, I cannot understand what you are trying to convey there. So itu student B. Dia rajin tapi still not get high marks. Okay, now student C, yang bijak sini, bijak sikit. Student C would do the appropriate thing, which is the one source, understand the source and write down using his or her own words, changing everything, sentence structure they change, grammar and also the words used pun they change from the original source and the message conveyed clearly. Yeah, so student C ni memang I can give really high marks okay, in terms of language. Yeah, so these are the 3 different categories of students. There you go. Okay, so you have organization. So in terms of organization, I'm looking into organization, not just you have the paragraphing. Paragraphing pun it's part of organization, meaning I look into your, let's say, introduction, body paragraphs, yeah, and also conclusion, and how do you start your sentence in every paragraph? Are there transition signals ke tak? Not just that, I look into your details as well. Yeah, like I said just now, cohesion. Especially, let's say you want to say, your essay is the advantages of being in a relationship while you are studying. Ta-da! I have a different topic. So you want to talk about the advantages of Abuza. You want to talk about the advantages of being in a relationship while you are studying. Okay, right. Being in a relationship while you are studying. So one of the benefits would be it will be sort of like your motivation. It could be a form of a motivation for you to study more. Example. Okay, so I got distracted. Motivation is, you are going to talk about motivation through all of this paragraph. This whole paragraph must talk only about motivation, okay, and not, for example, another another benefit of having a relationship while you are studying would be it could train you to be a responsible person. Example, okay? So you do not talk about responsibility in that paragraph. Only talk about motivation in that paragraph. Okay? Do you understand? So these are the things that I look into when I am marking your paper. That's why it takes so much time to do this. Okay? Right. There you go. Thank you. We're done. So we're done with the lesson. By right, this lesson, apa I awalkan? Because I want you to start early with your evaluative commentary. Remember, evaluative commentary works together as your RSP. Yeah, so work on RSP and evaluative commentary at the same time. Okay, so we're done already. Okay, so any questions? Any questions before I? Any other questions? See, what else is out already? Okay, right. Is there any questions? Do you have any questions, people? Ada question ke? No questions? Then we're done. Am I still in Google Meet? Apa senyap je ni?
Yes, madam.
Ah,
Yes, madam.
yay. So, no questions, yeah? No questions. Then we're done lah. One more. I have a question. I am submitting. Orang tengah nak yang busy ni tengah compile all of the documents for the RSP. Nak hantar dah ni ke e-sulam ni. Okay. Good news is most of you managed to go through. Yeah, I've watched all of the videos already. And boleh tak I nak minta permission Atika dengan Ami punya group, ada tak? Atika punya group, Nurul Atika.
Yes,
You,
madam.
yang ni kan, I rasa kan group yang your video ni can be part of video viral punya ni. Are you joining or not video viral punya competition?
Madam, video viral bukan team dia asas apa ni? Introducing asasi ke?
Itulah introducing asasi, tapi ada yang macam boleh lah yang you can actually put in as well. Sebenarnya group 5 kan, Zara punya pun boleh macam English tuition something kan. You can lah, tapi macam kena ubah sikit, kena ada, you need to have like perkataan asasi and what not. Boleh tak? Can you actually, macam mana I sebenarnya nak cari sangat group yang ni. Kalau macam, sebab yang ni tak banyak ODL. Group S39 tu banyak, ada 3 yang ada ODL punya team. So yang akan I will put in lah. Kalau if let's say I really need your help, seriously I need your help to join in the competition because I need to have a lot of videos to publish it through SOCMAT, social media, UiTM. So tak cukup lagi video ni. Can you join please? You have done so well semua ni. Semua group ni, almost all ni I akan nak masukkan for e-sulam dan competition. So jadi macam geram pula, e-sulam dan competition ni cantik group dia punya video. Okay? Can you do it or not? I really like yang stray animals, autism also very good. Yeah. Iskandar punya okay, Takif, okay, so suicide punya ni, everybody has, yang for S ni, Amira, Nur Amira, mana Nur Amira? Assisting the elderly using technology kan, Nur Amira pun excellent I put here. Masuklah Amira, masuk tau.
Saya memang masuk madam.
Yay, tolonglah masuk. Okay, Amira, really excellent about this one. Yang assisting the elderly using technology. That one is really good. Okay, so you boleh masuk a little bit on that ODL. Kalau tak ada ODL banyak sangat pun, it's okay, it can be general as well. As long as dia nampak corporate. Sebab yang tu pun menarik. So, tapi I don't want to mention is corporate, it's really up to you. Yeah, as long as it's semua pun bagus. I have ni group 6 ni also excellent about depression and suicide, right? Group 6. Okay. Group 2. Group 2 ni siapa punya? Haris punya group. Haris ada Haris. Tak ada ke? Siapa group Haris Izzuddin? Haris Izzuddin punya group members?
Me, madam.
Haris Izzuddin punya group pun memang I put here excellent. Okay, so group 6, group 2 masuk tau. Please join in the competition ya. Video viral punya competition. Okay. Kalau tak pun nanti I nak tengok. Sebabnya yang group 6 ni dia pasal depression and suicide. Dia macam boleh masuk sikit-sikit. Boleh masuk je. You just edit sikit je yang belakang-belakang tu. Just edit a little bit to show some how to solve the problem of that depression. Kan you ada depression. Yes, it's related to university life. You can have that. Cuma yang belakang tu sama je. Ambil je part yang depan tu ambil je sama. Tapi yang part belakang tu you just change a little bit, be giving the solution. Of course you need to have solution because by the end of the day we are promoting your ITM. So give a solution. Solution tu must be like, okay, even though we are depressed and whatnot, we have friends, we have lecturers, we have your mentor to help you on this, to make sure that you are able to go through this. So thank you so much. Anyways, I have one S33 and S34 for your excellent work. Excellent work, people. Doing your CSR video. Yeah, well done. So much. Tapi yang ni video viral Video viral ni I'm in charge on this. Tolonglah join in the video viral. Okay. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you Amira for joining. Ami, kata nak join. Join tak?
InsyaAllah madam. Saya tak tahu lagi.
Tak nak lah insyaAllah je. Oh ni insyaAllah tak buat pun. Join tau.
Yeah, madam.
Ami, I'm not kidding. Join. Thank you Atika. Join tau Atika. Ami, I don't care. Join tau. Ini join tak? I'm forcing my students to join. Join, please. Join. Macam ni kecil tau. This is not under me, the CSR punya project ni. I'm just marking you as lecturer. I mark your assignment. Tapi yang ni video viral tu is a competition under me. I was forced to do it. So I am forcing my students to join as well. Please help me on this, okay? So join the competition, ya. Ami, Nuraini, Yuhazib, Zara, Izna, I just mentioning all of these names. Okay, thank you Amira for joining. Okay, so the rest of you please join as well. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Bye.